What's up, Maniacs? My name's Josh James.
And Mr. Bones.
And as you hear the song, the Halloween theme song, we just got done watching Halloween 1, the original one from 1978.
And Michael Myers is bulletproof, apparently.
This was actually Mr. Bones' first time watching Halloween. And
the series in general.
Yeah, the original one in general. So I want to start with you because everybody knows me, how I love the Halloween series and all. And if you're new here and you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Halloween movies. I almost have all of them, but I want to go to you. I want to know from you, what did you think of the movie in general, your first time seeing Halloween?
I liked it, except for the fact that everyone was just undeniably either stupid, ignorant to their surroundings. And Ozzy's over there just rattling at the door. Maybe Michael's here.
Well, I did invite him, but he didn't show up, so I guess.
Josh, you're fired again.
It's not my fault he never takes my calls. What else did you think about, the movie? Since this came out in 1978...
I liked it. Didn't exactly love it.
I understand that. I completely understand that.
But I liked it. Which is saying a lot since my favorite zombie movie, which is kind of like a horror comedy movie.
Dawn of the Dead. No, not Dawn of the Dead.
No, not Dawn of the
Zombieland.
Dead. Zombieland.
It starts at 1963. Michael Myers just getting done. Oh yeah, by the way,
No.
spoilers.
No. It's like he went out trick or treating. Something snaps in his brain, so he's stalking his sister.
Well, she's with her boyfriend.
And he's all like, "I gotta get ya! I'm gonna get ya!" And so somehow he climbs up a beam to look into the second story window to see what's happening out there, maybe.
No, he didn't climb.
So it was just...
He just looked.
But how did the camera get all the way up there to look in then?
That's supposed to be Michael's eyes looking inside.
But he was on the first floor! Okay.
Like I said, he's new to this movie, so... So the camera moving, that's supposed to be Michael and his eyes. That's what we're seeing in Michael's eyes.
He's seeing this.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it went up to the second floor. Not from the outside.
Maybe Michael was ducking, and then he went up and looked.
But it looked like he was eye level with the window, though.
I do. Anyways, moving on. He goes inside the house, goes in the back of the house, gets a kitchen knife. I think his sister's name is Judas. I'm not sure.
Judith.
Judith? I called her Judas for some odd reason.
No, you're thinking of Judas.
Judas Messias from TNA. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't going to go with that. I was going to say Judas Priest.
Oh yeah, that too. But anyways, then he leaves the place. So he goes up, finds the clown mask, puts it on, kills his sister. That's it. Moving on.
Back to...
Because everybody knows the story of Michael Myers, except him.
And I kind of got just a crash course in Michael Myers.
And the next scene was like 15 years later.
15 years later, we're driving with Samuel and a fucking
nurse. By the way,
not a nurse.
Donald Pleasance, the guy who plays Dr. Samuel Loomis, may he rest in peace. One of the best actors I've ever seen in my life.
Not a nurse.
I called her a nurse for some odd reason.
She's a security officer with minimal experience.
Then why is she dressed up as a nurse?
She's dressed up as a nurse because, I don't know.
You can't even come up.
I can't even come up with any bullshit answer.
But anyways, after that, then out of nowhere, all the mental patients
Somehow got out.
Yeah, and then
Michael probably let him out or something. But
probably for a distraction,
yeah.
so he could sneakily get to the car, because it worked. They got distracted, and then out of nowhere, Michael, unmasked, showed up, jumped on top of the car.
Jumped on top of the car, which I was surprised the lady driving it didn't hit reverse when she saw him just like Spider-Man up the wall, the Spider-Man up the car, to just was there a sunroof or something? Because his hand, it went through the top of the car.
No, she rolled down the window, and then he put his arm in.
Oh. She's stupid.
Yeah. And
you see someone crawl up your car, you don't roll down the window.
She was going to roll it down, look and see. And then Michael's like,
just a handful of face.
And then Michael escapes. And now we're in Haddonfield.
No. He doesn't just escape. The nurse, police officer lady.
Just call her a nurse.
Thing.
Just call her a nurse. That's what I've always been calling
Gets out of the car.
her. And Michael gets in the car.
And somehow he knows how to drive.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to drive. He's,
But he knows he's driving perfectly, though. It's like he just knows.
But then anyway, now we're in Haddonfield, Illinois. Fun fact about Haddonfield, Illinois. That is not Haddonfield on the movie we just saw. That wasn't Illinois.
It was... Where?
Where else are other...
Oregon.
No, of movies made in?
California.
Yes.
So... Illinois... California.
Yeah, they filmed the movie in California, but they're just calling it how...
So, Illinois...
Yeah.
California.
Yep.
Not even close.
I know.
How did they get like the 1-to-1 on this?
Another fun fact, this wasn't a big-time movie. It was an independent movie. Then after this, when it was a big success, then it became a big time.
Okay, makes sense now.
Yeah.
They tried to make a 1-to-1 with minimal.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, like we're gonna make a movie in here, and we're gonna call it, I don't know, like Illinois or something like that. We're gonna call this place Illinois, even though we're filming in Oregon.
Doesn't even look like Illinois.
I know, but we're supposed to be cheap.
Let's just look outside. Not Illinois.
Yeah, I think it's snowing in Illinois right now, I think.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got off topic right there.
We got way off topic. Coming back.
Anyways, we get to see Jamie Lee Curtis, which is her first movie, is the Halloween movie. Another fun fact about her mom is the one who was in the original Psycho movie.
American Psycho?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She was in that movie, and out of nowhere, she became a big-time Hollywood movie star. So this was her first ever movie, Jamie Lee Curtis. And I gotta say, she was really good as
Screamer.
Jamie.
And the Screamer.
No, Laura. Jamie's the daughter, never mind.
Yes. Now, getting right back on topic again.
All right, then I don't know where we get to see who Lori is. She's going to be babysitting. We get to see the guy. We get to see the Myers house again. And it was a lot different compared to when Michael was a kid. It's beat up.
Bonnie, you said never to go up there.
And then we get to see her friends, Amy...
And Annie. No, it's Annie and...
Annie...
Paula? You know, the funny thing is we did not pay attention.
I didn't pay attention. I was too busy looking at how
Stupid they are.
stupid they look.
Yeah, the whole entire movie while we were watching is, the first thing he asked me, so when are they going to die?
I was all like, okay, they're stupid. They fit the criteria. Kill them.
The first thing you asked me is like,
okay. See, how my brain works is if the person's stupid or overly smart, being how my brain works and the movies that I've seen, I perceive that they are going to die.
Totally.
Totally going to die.
The girl who says totally a lot. By the way, her name is PJ Souls. I don't know. I forgot what her name was in this movie.
Totally.
She kept saying totally a lot. I was counting.
Josh, like fucking totally.
Don't ever say that again. No one says totally anymore. Well, not
sure?
really. All of us, we do still, but
We're not hip to the new lingo.
no, we're not.
We're both old men, but of 22 and
28.
28.
28, yeah.
So,
Anyways, Michael is. We never see his.
we don't see him.
Well, we see the body, just not the head. We never see it, and also he never talks, which is scary because if you think about it, a guy who doesn't talk like old Michael is scary.
Yeah, he's the silent
Murderer.
killer. He's more like he's going to watch you from afar
while breathing. Like, I can't do the breathing, but it's him wearing the mask. It's a. Let's stop. It's cringe. That's cringe. It's both cringe for us. But anyways,
more cringe for you. You were actually trying. I was just doing.
That's what I'm saying. It's cringe.
I was just doing random breathing sounds.
That's why I said let's stop. It's cringe. But also, the movie Halloween is okay. I'm gonna say it's not perfect. It isn't at all. Is there some bad acting in it? Yes. Is it still good? Yes. But also, we get to see. We're gonna skip a few things. If you want to watch it.
You should probably watch it if you're into old school
and I
jump
guarantee
scares and.
That's one thing I like about this movie is it doesn't do the typical jump scares like you know jump scares now today is noise. No, like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like that. Or
like,
loud music. Boom, and it's nobody.
Like you're just like boom. Oh shit!
And it's someone you know, and
like Jesus Christ! I thought you were my mom.
But anyways, man, we are really off topic. We're trying to do a review.
Okay, we're trying to be not professional.
I am.
He is. I'm just always off topic. So we need to roll this back in.
But anyways, well, we're gonna skip a lot in this movie because, like I said, we're not going to do a whole entire review. We're just going to talk about the things that we like. We get to where he gets to Annie's place while she's babysitting Lindsay.
Let's
Butter falls on her while she's making popcorn, talking to Lori. Michael is just watching her.
He's like, wait, can I kill this stupid bitch?
No, that was you saying that.
I was thinking, okay, we need to kill this stupid bitch. Come on. You have the power.
And he was just teasing, right?
Yeah,
You're just like, please kill her.
She dropped butter on herself.
And while she was doing her clothes,
she got undressed in front of a window.
And also while she was doing laundry, she had a robe on.
Not robe.
Well, I call it a robe.
Shirt.
It was a shirt, a button-up shirt.
A buttoned-up shirt that wasn't hers.
But anyway, she went to go do the laundry, got her clothes in there, and she gets stuck. You think that would be a perfect timing for Michael to kill, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
He just stood there like, really? Really, man?
I gotta kill her?
Yeah, you think you can kill yourself? It's like she. No one knows how to unlock doors.
Oh, that is true. No one knows how to unlock doors in this movie, by the way.
It's all like, she's all like. Boom, 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 boom.
Also, while watching this movie, have you noticed there really is not that much blood in this movie?
Which brings us to the end of the movie.
Not yet.
I already spoiled it, but
anyways, during the movie is like, I think the woman's name was Paula, the girl who does the who says totally a lot.
God.
Her boyfriend dies. The iconic scene is when Michael Myers picks up Bob, chokes him, and stabs him in the belly area, I believe, and he's just hanging there.
Like
and,
he is the embodiment of just dead weight.
and Michael's just standing there,
He's just
staring
looking like
very proudly.
I did this. All right, moving on.
But have you noticed while he killed Bob, there was no blood?
Yeah, there was no blood because during that time they didn't have all this effects of the time.
Yeah, they did. They just, I think they just wanted the imagination.
The imagination of blood just pouring. Okay, we're getting too graphic.
But then out of nowhere, then after when Paula dies, I think that's her name. I'm still gonna, but she gets strangled by a telephone cord from Michael while he's dressed up as a ghost.
It's all like, ooh, spooky. Get her.
But here's the thing: she doesn't know that's Michael. She thinks that's still Bob.
Because his costume for the whole thing, he's wearing a bed sheet
With glasses.
with Bob's glasses. So basically, imagine.
It's the only thing we could find. Anyways,
Alright, just throw him.
I know. I'm trying to.
So imagine this. So imagine that. Yeah, imagine that just staring back at you.
I was just talking to him about that. We actually pressed pause the videos. Like, even though that's she thinks that's Bob, but knowing that's Michael Myers just looking at you wearing that bed sheet with the glasses, it makes it's actually kind of freaky. It's actually kind of scary. I mean, that's me personally because it does it very well.
But I think for that part, what they had in mind was like a kind of a comedy type thing in the horror.
I believe so. I think that was supposed to be like the funny part.
Because like she's showing Michael her tits and trying to get him to give her beer, which Bob was supposed to be getting when Michael stabbed him to a wall.
Yeah. And after that, after when he kills her, Laurie is still,
It's like, this better be a joke. It's like, who?
Laurie doesn't talk like that. She wasn't talking like that.
No. That's like this.
She's like, this better be a joke. You guys need to.
It's like, who jokes about getting strangled?
Well, she thought it was something else, which we're not going to say. And then we finally see what Michael looks like. The iconic scene of showing what Michael Myers looks like. And he's wearing a William Shatner mask, which is still funny.
Painted white. All white.
And
just
dyed the hair.
like, just...
I still think it's kind of cool.
Boom.
They did a good job. Because one...
See, they did a good job with the resources that they had. Of which the William Shatner mask. They dyed it. Was it black or?
I think it was brown hair.
Brown. They dyed it brown and painted.
They painted eyebrows like after when they got done with the
whole face thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did a good job with what they had, which wasn't much.
And the funny thing is, I think they only did that so they don't getting sued by William Shatner, which did a good job. They did a good job, I can tell you that.
Yep.
The guy who played Michael Myers still has the mask to this day. It's beat up.
Well, of course it's beat up. That thing's been around for...
Okay, it's 1978 and it's 2018 right now, so it's been like what?
Okay, let's, 70...
Math time, hang on.
It's 40 years.
The mask has been around for 40 years?
40 years!
Jeez.
That thing's not really ancient because I think over 50 is ancient.
Well, if you look at the mask, which I will show you, I'll even show you. Here's the mask, what it looks like. Anyways, we finally see what Michael Myers looks like. Well, not really. He's wearing the mask, and then Laurie goes to the house. Lindsay's house, by the way. And while she goes there... Oh, wait, by the way, Samuel's at the Myers house, and he's waiting.
He's just like, alright, he's going to be here soon.
And he never shows. Michael never shows at the house. And then he sees the car that Michael drove in. And he knows Michael's here somewhere. So he knows he's not coming back to the house. He's going somewhere. But the funny thing is, what I like about this movie, it never explains why Michael's going after Laurie. Which is perfect.
See,
but do you know why?
It doesn't explain it because it doesn't need to be explained. It's
just pretty much explaining, this is just some guy who went insane.
Here's some guy that snapped when he was 8, killed his sister.
15 years later.
15 years later, comes back. And it's kind of like his own little homecoming. If anyone has played that from Silent Hill.
So
series.
It's like that. That's one thing I like. But in the second one, it explains why. Which I'm not going to tell him because, like I said, he's never seen all of them.
That would be in February.
Yeah, we'll be reviewing and watching Halloween 2 in February. If I can find it.
You do have it, right?
No, I do not. But I did find one at Walmart, the whole entire Halloween movies in one box.
From 1 all the way to...
Rob Zombies.
H2. Okay.
Anyways,
moving on.
The one thing I like about Samuel Loomis is that, like I said, Donald Pleasance, great actor. May he rest in peace. He's like, what do you think of Dr. Samuel Loomis? In general, what do you think?
Okay, what I think of him is he's not the good doctor, but he's not a bad doctor. He's more of the doctor that sees
what he is.
What he is. It doesn't really go anywhere with it. He's all like, alright, what I see behind his eyes is the void. He sees the devil in the
devil's eyes in
Michael's. And it's like, which I don't understand how someone can see a devil when they've never seen a devil in their entire life.
I think it's just because like the devil has the he said the blackest eyes.
Yeah, the blackest of night in his eyes.
It's like the famous quote he says is like what he said like.
Don't call him it.
It's not a man.
It's not a man.
But it's like what Samuel Loomis was telling the police officer inside Myers' house. Is that the famous quote? I'm not even going to try to explain it. It's just here's a video clip I'll show you. But
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left, no reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
And when you hear that sometimes, it gives you chills sometimes. It does for me because
It doesn't give me chills, but
for me it does because it's just like it's just thinking.
it's like evil at that point. It's like you can see it, you can perceive it, but you don't know how this is going to go down.
I think what Samuel's talking about is like he knows Michael's evil and his eyes are like he says the blackest eyes. I think he just knows that this kid is not right. He's not like the other patients.
Yes. And the thing is, he stopped trying to fix him.
Well, it's because he's trying to keep him in there.
He's trying to keep him in there. Which is impossible because he will always find a way out.
And now we get to the main point. Laurie finally sees Michael. And it's intense, I'm not going to lie. Because the funny thing is she goes into, I believe it's Lindsay's parents' room, sees Annie in the middle of the bed, laying down, dead.
Annie in the crucified Jesus position, arms out.
And then
legs.
You see the gravestone.
Legs together, arm out, tombstone in back that says Judith Myers.
And Laurie's freaking out. And then here comes Bob swinging.
Bob! We're not going to talk about Bob. Moving on.
Because he is dead and no one really knew who he was. So it's okay. We're moving on. And then we see his girlfriend in a closet, I believe.
Girlfriend in closet, just lopsided,
like dead. And
dead.
then Laurie is freaking out. She's scared. Doesn't know what to do.
She's scared. Goes in between a door and a other door.
And then you see... This is actually really well done, and I really love what they do right here. She's like...
I need her. She's like this to the door. Okay. Not you.
I know, but is that the one thing I like about that scene right there is when you see Michael. And the cool part about it is like he's in a pure dark room, and then you see half of his face.
Half of his face.
I don't know how they did that. I think that's really, really well done. Really good.
With Council Blanca, I think this is the quote from that. Here's smiling at you, kid. He's just staring right at the screen, at her, at the screen. And then...
Yeah, he tries to stab her, but instead cuts her on the shoulder, and she falls! And hurts her leg, I believe. And then she tries to get out. Michael's going downstairs chasing her.
It's like he's not...
And one thing, at first... John didn't want Laurie to die at first, and when she was having a hard time opening the door, I said this, and I said, you could just unlock the door. And right after I said that, John said this.
All right, you deserve to die now. She's just doing this to the door when you could just.
Yeah, right after I said that, you could just unlock the door. And then
you deserve to die now.
And the funny thing is, John says I'm clumsy, right? Who's more clumsier, me or Laurie?
Laurie, because what? Just profound stupidity. She trips over nothing.
At least I tripped over that was something there.
She tripped over nothing, fell, got back up, and ran to the other
next
house.
door neighbors, trying to, shouting for help. And then, I don't know where they're just like, no.
They're like, yeah,
they probably thought it was a Halloween prank, so...
The owners of the house just looked, turned on the light, looked, and then went, no.
They probably thought it was a Halloween prank.
I'm too old for this shit. Closes shutters.
And then she runs to the house that she was at watching the little kids. And
she endangers the kids.
Well, no, first she lost the keys. after when that part, and you're just like,
You deserve to die. Just Michael, she's over here.
you were literally begging us, like, Michael, just please kill her. You wanted everybody to die, except for Samuel. You did not want him to die.
Like Samuel was the only one smart enough to have a plan in place. He even had a contingency plan. You want to know what that was? We're going to get to that, but right now we're going to get to the part that I found profoundly
Stupid.
smart and stupid at the same time.
So she was just like hitting the door like Tommy, like calling Tommy, it's me. And Michael's just walking. He's speed walking.
It's a brisk pace, just do it.
And then she grabs one of the plants, throws it at the window where Tommy and Lindsay are sleeping.
For someone that has a hurt shoulder, she can fucking throw hard.
She threw it at the other arm, not this one.
But she still had to pick it up with both hands.
All right, good point. But anyways, after when that Tommy goes to the door, he's like, all right, I'll be right there. And he just slowly just walks to the door.
Hurry up! It's like, you lost the keys. You couldn't get out of a locked house. You somehow had enough strength to throw a pot after picking it up with both hands. At this point, it's like, I was like, alright, Michael's going to slowly come up and it's all over. It's done. Nope.
After when Lori gets inside the house, she tells Tommy to go back upstairs. She's got one of her sewing kit, whatever those things are called. She is open. Michael's already in there.
It's like, Michael's already in there. He's behind the couch. He's all like, I'm gonna get ya!
And misses.
Misses.
And Lori stabs him.
In the jugular.
And then he takes it out.
It's like,
Repeat what you said.
and
I'm going to play Michael, okay? Just repeat what you said. Hang on. Just repeat what you said with Michael, okay?
And it did absolutely nothing. Like, I was all like, I was like, you stabbed him in the neck, and that did absolutely rips it out, passes out. It's like nothing. Okay. Somehow that's a thing.
Yeah, but after we see Michael, you were just mentioning he can't be dead.
But the kid's not dead.
And also, when you see, she has the knife.
She has the knife. She basically what happens is, she has the knife.
And then...
Let's go with it.
That was another stupid thing that Lori did.
Keep the knife. This is like... I think it was Friday the 13th on the NES. Get the knife. You had the knife. You dropped the knife. You went upstairs. You told the kids to do a thing. Locked the door. Went into the closet. Locked the closet. Got in the corner.
Why are we talking about Friday the 13th? This is about Halloween.
I was basically I had that
in your mind.
In my mind, once you grab the knife, it's like,
okay.
Okay, you got the knife. She drops the knife. Goes upstairs. Tells the children to stay.
The boogeyman is dead.
The boogeyman's dead.
And you see Michael in the background walking upstairs.
He's just at a brisk pace, just done.
But I told John, you could hear him walking upstairs. He can't because he's hearing them talking. I could hear him.
I didn't hear him.
I did, but when
if there was zero noise besides the sound of footsteps, I would be able to hear it.
But I did hear it. But anyways, after when she said that she killed the boogeyman.
That you can't kill the boogeyman.
Right after he said that, Michael's coming upstairs and boom, there he is.
And then the kids went back into the room.
Lori went in
In I think the parents' room
or
the guest room.
And then out of nowhere, she locks herself inside the closet.
It's like. And
after when that happens, John was just like, please kill her.
Because what she did was she locked it, and then she was making a shit ton of noise.
Well, first she wasn't. Michael was just trying to open it. Then she was making the noise.
Like Michael was all like, I gotta get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
All right, I'm tired of this.
Like, eventually, I'm going to get you. And then after he
cares
even more, he's all like, I gotcha. Just punches a hole through the closet door.
And then she gets one of the
wire coat. No,
hangers.
not coat hangers.
Clothes hangers, I call them.
Clothes hangers.
She
undoes it and then stabs him in the eye.
The left eye. And then Michael drops a knife. She grabs...
He's all like, oh my god, what
then
did
Lori,
this bitch stab me in the eye?
And then Lori grabs Michael's knife.
And just stabs him in the ribs.
Hi, Ozzy.
Just stabs him in the ribs. The worst stabbing position of all time.
And then Michael's just laying there. And you think he's dead. And then Lori told the kids, go to the Mackenzie's house and go tell them to call the police and all that kind of stuff. They leave, and Lori just stays.
Why? To finish things.
Sorry about that, my phone turned off. Anyways, and then when the kids come out of the door, then you see Samuel Lewis sees the kids, and he's like, I know where Michael is now. Goes in there, but first Michael gets up Undertaker style.
No, he gets up Michael Myers style.
I know, but I have to say it because that's by Undertaker style. You know how he is, like slowly raises up.
No, that was not slowly. He just sprung up, just wing.
But when he does that, he just slowly walks behind Lori, and Lori's leaving.
She's all like, oh god, it's over.
And then Michael turns her around and starts chokes her. And then Michael...
What she does in retaliation to this...
takes the mask off.
She's all like...
takes the mask off and Michael lets her go. Michael lets her go. And you see Michael's face.
Samuel Lewis walks in, shoots him with a revolver. And what he does is he goes, boom! And then he's like fixing his mask still. Like he gets shot, and he's still fixing his mask still.
And then goes to the other room. Michael's just standing there.
Like, alright, time to meet my maker.
Boom! Boom!
Boom!
6 shots he shot.
Boom! He shot him with 6 shots.
And Michael falls off.
The first one to get him into the other room. The second one. Third one. Fourth one. Fifth one.
And the 6th one?
Last one sends him out of the house through the balcony.
And he falls, lays there, and
he's all like, "Oh shit!" And now
you think he's dead. And then the most iconic scene and words saying in the movie from Lori and Dr. Samuel Loomis.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Then after when he says that, he goes out. Looks outside.
He looks outside.
And
he's
Michael's gone.
Yeah, and what I said after that to Josh, I was like, he's motherfucking bulletproof. He got shot 6 times. He got shot 6 times. Ozzy.
What's wrong?
He got shot 6 times, fell off a balcony, onto the hard, unforgiving ground, and can still move. He's bulletproof.
And then Samuel Loomis has that look like
I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, he's like, I knew you'd get up. and then out of nowhere just shows scenes like
Ozzy.
it's okay, girl, it's okay. Like shows like other scenes from the Halloween movies, and you hear Michael breathing, and the final shot of the movie is showing the Myers house. End credits. So, what do we like about this movie? I want you to go first since this was your first time seeing it. It's okay, girl. It's okay.
Ozzy, you are fine. You are fine.
So let's go to you. Since this was your first time seeing it, what did you think about the movie?
I liked most of it.
I'll be...
I liked most of it. The only part that got me like these guys need to die was
okay, Ozzy.
was when Paula and Bob decided to break into
Lindsay's house, pretty much.
Lindsay's house, and then they went at it. Not just once, twice. They went from the couch all the way up to
The bedroom.
not just any bedroom, her parents' bedroom.
But, like, what did you like about the movie? Like, what was the...
I liked all of it, except the part when they just decided
You're fine, Ozzy. Stop.
either through drunken powers, maybe, or high.
What I liked about the movie is, like I said, was I love this movie. I've never said I hated it. I will admit there are some bad things about the movie. There's some bad acting in the movie, and I'll even admit that. But I love this movie. I adore this movie. It's one of my favorites. It was actually my first actual horror movie as a child. This was my first horror movie I've ever seen. Was Halloween. And to this day, I still love it.
This is Halloween.
Michael Myers was scary. He was. Dr. Samuel Loomis. Awesome. Laurie Strode.
Smart.
Yes, smart. And Laurie Strode. Great actor. She did a good job. She has an amazing career, and I can't wait to see her in the new Halloween movie. So, that was our thoughts and sort of review of Halloween.
Sort of, not really review of Halloween. All of them are going to be like this, just
Let you know.
warning. There should be a warning right here that says bullshit alert.
But anyways, what do you rate the Halloween movie?
The rate...
The first one... Oh, here's another fun fact about the movie. It wasn't supposed to be called Halloween. The original title of this
The
movie...
Happy Face Killer or something?
No, it was going to be called The Babysit Killer.
Um,
The Babysitter Killer or something like that. But then they changed it to Halloween, and...
now we have an entire franchise.
But what
And
do you...
another franchise going by the same name.
Same actors, same director.
And then there's Rob Zombie's version.
We're
getting to that. Just
until September.
just hold on. Just don't get an uproar now. Don't try to kill everyone because people didn't like your opinions.
But anyways, what do you rate Halloween 1978?
1978, I give a solid 7.
Seven stars?
7 stars.
That's what...
Oh, 7 star. I thought we were going by 1 to 10.
Oh,
And I went,
that's too.
I went 7.
That'll do too. For me, if I had to go with stars, I give it a 4.5 stars.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
I went by the number system, so don't shoot me.
I go with 4.5 stars. But
He really likes this movie.
I do. I really
This is
do.
the first time I've seen it, so...
well, that's our review. We're done with Halloween 1. Now off to Halloween 2 in February. When?
Bananas!
Pretty much. That means we don't know. It took us a while to watch this and do this review because he was always busy. I was always busy. So originally I was going to try to do this on the 1st of January, but I was busy, he was busy, and also his mom was sick, so...
Yeah, so we had to put it off until now. We grace you with our presence.
But this is not the only time me and him review stuff. We also review on his channel. What are we reviewing on your channel?
Ninja nonsense. Still.
Which we need to get back to
we
doing.
still need to get back to it.
But anyways...
Eventually.
Well, by the way, Maniacs, thank you for watching. I hope you liked our sort of review of Halloween 1 and our thoughts and our opinions.
Yeah.
It's going to be like this more until next month. We're going to be reviewing Halloween 2. I can't wait, and I'm glad you're doing this with me, Johnny Boy. There will be some parts at time that he can't do it, and you probably just might see me doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Don't know yet, but all right, Johnny Boy, thank you for being here.
Yep.
Don't forget to go subscribe to Mr. Bones' YouTube channel called... I just said your name.
Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Sorry,
Bones!
sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy. I was too busy wanting people to die.
You have to wait for the second one to think about that. Or you're just looking forward to seeing people die in the second one.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, Mr. Bones, go subscribe to Mr. Bones' YouTube channel.
Mr. Bones and oWo.
Oregon Wrestling Observer, and also oWo Games, and oWo Reactions. I got 3 oWo channels.
And now, if you don't mind. Woo!
Alright, Maniacs, have a good night. We'll see you guys next time. Take care,
Bye.
and we'll see you in February.